Hi, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and here on YouTube you know me as Epic Fantasy. This is my latest tutorial. This is the, I don't know what else to call it, the Black Sword, or the Black Friday Sword. How about that? I hate to use that term. It's overused nowadays. But look, it looks pretty real, right? It almost looks like it's painted. It looks like it's painted on there. But this came out of a thought I had a couple of months ago where I was making the Wonder Woman sword, the God Killer, and I painted it all black, and it looked really good. So I said in the video, hey, maybe I should do a black sword. And a lot of people gave that comment a thumbs up and thought that idea was really good, so I finally got to it. But there's an interesting little bit of a story here that you might want to hear when it comes to black. There's more than one shade of black, you know.
Dioramas, origami, catapults, and trebuchets, telescopes, terrariums, bonsai trees, and paper games, swords and shields, and real blacksmithing, rattle rockets, animation. I teach the art of real creation. StormTheCastle.com. Let's make something.
Okay, so I use all my standard foam board sword making stuff, you know, to make this sword. And I kind of just made a simple sword, but I wanted to make the hole in this sword for a couple of reasons. And but I'm going to talk a little bit about black. You know, at first I was just going to make a sword and then paint it black. But then I stopped to think, like, when you're painting a house, like say a room in the house, there's different shades of black, like in terms of there's gloss and there's semi-gloss and there's flat. And I said, gee, I wonder if there's blacker black than black. You know, I mean, how black does black get? I just like almost a Edgar Allan Poe poem there. But so I started researching it, and come to find out, there is something, this high-tech paint called Vanta Black. And it's like, don't quote me, but it's like 99.9993% black. And it's made out of a special process with carbon nanotubes. And this stuff is so black. I mean, if you paint something with it, all detail disappears. It's all still there. You can't see it anymore. That's how much light it absorbs, because black is the absorption. All the light is absorbed. So you get a chance, Google Vanta Black. You're going to be shocked. It's amazing. Well, I was thinking, hey, I'll buy some, but it's $900 a liter. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to. And it's a special process. It's a whole thing. I was like, nah, you know what? I'll do another. This sword, you know, I mean, all of a sudden this foam board sword would be worth $1,000. Right? So I did a little bit more research and into black, and there's a whole story about the color black, the blackest black too. About these artists who had this feud going on when it comes to the color black. It's really kind of interesting. But I got this paint by an artist named Stuart Semple, and I'll show it to you later. And he calls this the Blackest Black. So I bought it and got it and used it, and I even did some tests on it. It's kind of fun. See, there it is. There's the Stuart Semple Black. I had to have it shipped from the UK, and it is pretty black, but which is kind of fascinating. So I said, well, you know, this silly little project of a black sword ended up to be kind of fun. So I ran a test. I got 3 blacks, and I laid out some black and let it dry and took a look at them. And I want to encourage you to do that too. When you're making things or anything at all in your life, you know, experiment and test and try things out, because you learn from that. It's really quite wonderful. You probably notice I do that a lot. I test different things, and I try to show you my test results. But now, it's hard to see because of the video and everything, but that one is just a little bit blacker. Maybe you can notice it. Your eyes might be better than mine. But it is definitely a little bit blacker than the other blacks. Who'd have thought, you know? So I went ahead and painted the sword black. And listen, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to send a certificate or send something. Special kudos to the first person who knows why there's a hole in that sword. It has nothing to do with this video. Right? You'd have to know my stuff really well to know that. But there's a hole in that sword for a reason. All right, so there we go. There's the sword. It looks pretty good, right? On black, on the white, and there you go. And I thought that was kind of clever. See, that really shows it when you do that and you take the sword away. I like it. But then I was thinking, hey, how about some contrast? So I did another test. I said, hey, I'll paint the guard and the handle and the pommel a color, and that'll make the black of the blade stand out even more. So I went ahead and did that. And you can watch me do that just for fun. Right? And that gold and silver is actually another test. There's a screen printing for like t-shirt making ink. Really nice. I love that gold and silver. But yeah, see, it does look good. I like that. You leave a comment. Let me know whether you would like the complete black sword best, or you like the sword the black sword with the colored handle best. See that? There we go. I can't get over that. It's just kind of trippy. It's like an optical illusion. So let's take a look at the original. Oh, wait a minute. I getcha. I painted that one on just to fool you. There we go. Now let's take a look at the original one last time. The black sword. I guess we could call it the Black Friday sword. I hate to say it. There we go. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this little test and experiment and sword. Leave a comment. Hit that little bell so you know when new videos are posted. Visit my website.
Thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing to my channel. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button. I always have lots of fun and interesting and very creative projects. I do 2 new ones every week. As an example, here's a couple more videos you might want to watch.